Good evening, I'm Prasad and this is KiniNews. Still no word on Anwar's new cabinet. Will Zahid be Deputy Prime Minister again? We'll have to wait to find out. But in the meantime, never in my life would I have expected to see Mat Sabu campaign with BN, especially UMNO. This may be stranger than fiction for some, but according to Mat Sabu, the reason for their cooperation is actually not strange at all. In fact, it's crucial. Amanah President Mohamad Sabu has warned that dangerous ideologies are on the rise again, based on a wave of attacks from PAS against the government. He said this is why Harapan joined forces with BN and others in order to repel threats to the country. Speaking for the first time at a BN-organised ceramah in Rompin, Pahang last night, he said while anyone can be criticized, there are lines that should not be crossed.
Kebelakangan ini, Malaysia dilanda dengan pahaman-pahaman yang kurang menyenangkan. Saya boleh mengkritik UMNO. Saya boleh menghentam Barisan Nasional. Saya boleh mengkritik P atau menghentam DAP. Tapi hadirin sekalian, ada perenggannya. Jangan sampai dulu berlaku satu ketika sampai ke peringkat mengkafirkan UMNO. Saya bimbang. Pahaman takfiri itu muncul semula sekarang ini.
The Amanah president also warned that the culture of takfiri, or declaring others as kafir, could ruin Malaysia as it had ruined other Malay states such as Somalia. PAS had not recently declared any of its rivals as kafir. I'm just wondering, how questionable must your attitude be that BN and Harapan would want to join forces? PN, I'm looking at you. Pahang Menteri Besar Wan Rosli Wan Ismail said that the BN Harapan alliance was created to ensure the country's political stability. During a ceramah yesterday, which saw political figures from Harapan and BN sharing the stage, Wan Rosli pointed out that negotiations between BN and PN went sour after PN seemed to be not interested in negotiating the setting up of the state government. While Harapan offered to work with BN unconditionally, PN had offered Wan Rosli a full senator-level ministerial position with the Menteri Besar and State Assembly Speaker post to be given to PN. He added that past Deputy President Tuan Ibrahim Tuan Man requested for an equal proportion of PN members on the State Executive Council and 3 appointed State Assembly persons to be given to PN. However, he said PN later backtracked and offered BN the Menteri Besar post after knowing Harapan did not place any conditions to form the state government. He said he was shocked when PN made the decision to form the government without negotiating with BN. He further explained that the decision to form the BN-Harapan alliance is the result of discussions with fellow assembly persons in the UMNO licensed body. And not just in Pahang and Perak, Harapan is also looking to work with BN in Negeri Sembilan. Negeri Sembilan Pakatan Harapan is open to working with BN for the upcoming state election. This is according to Negeri Sembilan Harapan Chief Aminuddin Harun. However, the Menteri Besar said a decision from the coalition's top leadership on the matter is still pending. He said once a decision is made by the Harapan leadership, they will adhere to it. Speaking to Utusan Malaysia, he also said that at the state level, he has no problems because even during the ongoing State Assembly sitting, everything is peaceful and there is cooperation. Harapan has 20 of the 36 State Assembly seats, while the rest are BNs. The State Assembly unanimously passed the Negeri Sembilan budget yesterday. The State Assembly term will expire on July 2nd. During the November 19 general election, BN won 5 parliamentary seats in Negeri Sembilan, while Harapan won 3. Pakatan National did not win any seats in the state. We've seen Anwar Ibrahim sit at the opposition leader's chair in parliament for many years, so this is why you'd want to mark your calendars to witness him sit on the other side as Prime Minister for the first time this month. The 15th Parliament will commence with a meeting of the Dewan Rakyat on December 19th and 20th. According to a notice sent out to MPs today, the first order of business will be the election of the Dewan Rakyat Speaker. This process will be the first test of Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim's majority. This will be followed by the swearing-in ceremony for MPs and the election of the Deputy Dewan Rakyat Speakers. A motion of confidence on the Prime Minister was listed as the 8th item on the agenda. As the swearing-in ceremony is expected to last no more than 3 hours, the tabling of the motion of confidence will most likely happen on December 19th. The final agenda will be the bills and other government business. When plan A doesn't work out, it's always good to have plan B prepared. Anwar Musa, one of Zahid's fiercest critics in UMNO, appears to have softened his tone towards the party president. Former UMNO Secretary General Anwar Musa used to be very vocal against party president Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, including calling for his resignation. However, Anwar Musa has taken a different tone today over the BN Pakatan Harapan government. Commenting on the formation of the new government, Anwar Musa reminded Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim that he should choose cabinet members from UMNO, according to the party hierarchy. He said UMNO should not be taken for granted and its decision to support the government must be respected by all. Anwar was appointed as the country's 10th Prime Minister after he received support from BN, GPS, GRS and Warisan to form a government. Following this, the spotlight shifted towards the forming of Anwar's cabinet. Zahid's name had been speculated to be a Deputy Prime Minister candidate from UMNO. Anwar Musa was one of UMNO's leaders who had been very critical of Zahid's leadership, including pressuring him to step down following BN's poor performance in GE15. Can somebody tell me in the comments what sodomy preparation or persediaan melakukan liwat is? Whatever that is, you can be punished for it in Terengganu. The implementation of Sharia law in Terengganu has received a boost. This is after the State Legislative Assembly passed the amendment to the Sharia Criminal Offences Punishments Enactment 2022. State Sharia Implementation, Education and Higher Education Committee Chairperson Satiful Bahri Mahmad said the amendments were aimed at improving the state's 2001 enactment. This includes the addition of 4 new sections and 21 amendments to the existing punishments. The 4 new sections include offences for witchcraft and black magic, pregnancy or giving birth out of wedlock, women acting as men, and sodomy preparation. Satiful stressed that the amendment is timely, considering it has been enacted for more than 20 years, and the last amendment was made in 2016, involving 5 sections. The enforcement of the enactment will begin after getting the assent of the Sultan of Terengganu, Sultan Mizan Zainal Abidin. Is PN really in a position to talk about principles? If you ask someone from PN, they'd say yes. But Puat Zarkashi is not from PN, and he doesn't like frogs. UMNO Supreme Council member Mohamad Puat Zarkashi has retaliated against Wan Saiful Wan Jan. This is after the Pakatan National Information Chief contended that PN is the sole coalition entitled to speak about principles because it chose to remain as the opposition. Reminding Wan Saiful that PN comprises frogs who deserted UMNO, Puat said it is the anti-hopping legislation that is keeping the coalition intact. In a Facebook post, he said without the act, many of its MPs would have switched parties. As such, Wan Saiful's party should be grateful to BN. The anti-hopping law was a key component of the Confidence and Supply Agreement inked by former Prime Minister Ismail Sabri Yaakob's administration and Harapan. According to Puat, that was proven when PN was unable to prevent GRS, which consists MPs who are Bersatu members, from supporting Harapan chairperson Anwar Ibrahim as Prime Minister. Puat also said that BN had joined the unity government based on trust. He also claimed PN chairperson Muhyiddin Yassin had accepted BN's support for his administration while harboring a vendetta and had intended to kill UMNO. BN's decision to join Harapan instead of PN altered the race for the premiership and government after G15 resulted in a hung parliament. And that is all from me today. For more stories, you can go to KiniTV.com. You can also follow us on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube and Facebook for the latest news updates. If you'd like to support independent media, do consider subscribing to MalaysiaKini.com. I'm Prasad. Thank you for watching.